Hello. Okay, good morning. Today we will start with pair of straight lines. Topic of pair of straight lines. Okay. We will take few examples that are previously asked in your exam. Okay. So we'll start with some examples. Okay. First example. What is given in the example? We have to find the joint equation of pair of lines. And the lines have first line has the first line first line for, let us call it as L1 for line 1. What is slope? M1 is equal to what? It is 2. And for line 2, for L2, M2 is equal to 5. That is given. That is given in the example. So slope of two lines is 2 and 5. So consider M1 is equal to 2. Now we will solve first for line L1. We will try to find the equation of first line. Okay. So M1 is equal to 2. What is the standard equation in the form of slope of line? What is the equation of line if you are given slope? It is y is equal to mx. We will write here as m1x, and for this line it is y is equal to m2x. That is the standard equation of line. Okay. So y is equal to m1x and y is equal to m2x. We will put now what is y? Y is equal to m1. What is m1 here? 2. That was given in the example. So 2. So y is equal to 2x. So what we can write here? So we can write 2x minus y is equal to what? 0. This is equation of line 1. So what we did here? We subtracted y from both the sides. Okay, so y minus y it is 0 and 2x minus y on the left side. We just rearrange the equation in order to find ease. Okay. So y is equal to 2x. This is the equation of first line. Similarly, we can do for the other line. So y is equal to m2x. Therefore, y is equal to what? What is m2? M2 is equal to 5. So y is equal to 5x. So again, we subtract y from both the sides. Okay. So what we get? 5x minus y. 5x minus y is equal to 0. 5x minus y is equal to 0. This is the second equation. So we get the equation says 2x minus y is equal to 0 and 2x minus 5x minus y is equal to 0. 2x minus y is equal to 0 and 5x minus y is equal to 0. And what will be the joint equation? What is the joint equation of this? So how do we find joint equation? If you are given equations of two lines, line L1 and L2, and how do we find the joint equation? We just simply multiply those equations and we get the joint equation. So we will multiply this. So it is 2x minus y into 5x minus y is equal to what? Is equal to 0. So now we will solve these brackets. Okay. So what is 2x? First we will do this. 2x into 5x. It is 10x. 2x. Sorry, not minus. 2x into 5x. What is 2x into 5x? It is 10x. Now we go to 2x into minus y. What is 2x into minus y? It is minus 2xy. So it is minus 2xy. Now we will go for y. Okay? Y into 5x. Minus y into 5x. It is minus 5xy. It is minus 5xy. Okay. It is minus 5xy. Now we will go for y into y. What is y into y? Minus y into minus y. It is plus y square is equal to what? 0. Now we will solve this. Okay, what? So here it is 10x square. What is 2x into 5x? It is 10x square. So 2 into 5 it is 10 and x into x it is x square. So 10x square minus 2xy minus 5xy plus y square. So we get 10x square. What is minus 2xy minus 5xy? It is minus 2 minus 5 it is minus 7xy. Okay? Minus 7xy plus y square is equal to what? Is equal to 0. So this is the required joint equation. Okay, this is the required joint equation. Okay, See here, second option, 10x square minus 7xy plus y square is equal to 0. This is the required equation. Okay. Different kind of examples are asked on joint equation. Okay. This was the easiest one. So you will be given m1 and m2. You just have to use this formula, this standard formula, very basic formula, y is equal to mx, and you will have to write it in this form, is equal to 0, in this form, not in this form. Okay, not, you cannot write this in this form. Okay, you have to write it in this form, is equal to 0, something is equal to 0, and then again equation this is equal to 0, and then you have to multiply those equations. That product will be the joint equation of this, joint equation of pair of lines. Okay. Second equation, second example. Again, we are given two slopes. Okay. We are given slopes, and we have to find the joint equation. Similar example, just the slopes given here are just a bit complex here. Okay. In previous examples, it was 2 and 5. Here, you see it's a bit different. Okay. So, what is m1 here? What is m1 given? M1 is equal to what? 1 plus root 2. Okay. Now what is m2? M2 is equal to 1 upon 1 plus root 2. It is 1 upon 1 plus root 2. So m2 is equal to 1 upon root 2. 1 upon 1 plus root 2. So we will first solve this, simplify this. Okay. We will try to simplify this. This is in a simple form. Okay. Now we will convert this in a simple form. So what is, how do we convert it? So 1 plus root 2, we will multiply it by the conjugate. We call it as rationalization. Okay. What is the conjugate of 1 plus root 2? It is 1 minus root 2. Okay. It is 1 minus root 2 and 1 minus root 2. So we will multiply it and divide it by 1 minus root 2. So what we get in numerator? 1 minus root 2. It remains as it is. And so what is 1 plus root 2, 1 minus root 2? It is in the form a plus b into a minus b. What is a plus b, a minus b? It is a square minus b square. Okay, it is a square minus b square. So first, the square of first number, it is 1 square, that is 1 square minus root 2 square minus root 2 square. What we get there? 1 minus root 2, it remains as it is. 1 minus root 2 divided by 1 minus, what is root 2 square? What is square of root 2? It is 2. Okay. What is square of root 2? It is 2. So what we get here? 1 minus root 2 divided by minus 1. 1 minus root 2 divided by minus 1. That is minus of 1 minus root 2. Minus of 1 minus root 2. That is root 2 minus 1. If we multiply this minus sign into 2, the terms inside the bracket. So what is minus into 1? It is minus 1. Minus 1, and minus minus root 2 is plus root 2. So this is what? This is our m2. So we just simplified it. So these steps, these are not required here. Okay, you can directly do this. Okay, so we now have m1. We also have m2. Okay, I will write here it is m2 is equal to what? Root 2 minus 1. Okay, so we just simplified value of m2, and we now have the simple form of m2. Okay, so now we have m1 and m2, both the values. Now we will proceed with similar procedure that we already used in last example. Okay, so what is it? So first we use y is equal to, for first line, y is equal to m1x. So what is y? Y is equal to, what is m1 here? It is 1 plus root 2, 1 plus root 2x. Okay. So how do we write it? 1 plus root 2. We will y minus 1 plus root 2 x is equal to what? 0. So we take the term on the right side to left side. So y minus 1 plus root 2 x is equal to what? 0. Similarly, y is equal to what? M2x for second line. Okay. y is equal to m2x. That how so y is equal to what is m2 here? It is root 2 minus 1 x. Y is equal to root 2 minus 1 into x. So we can write y minus root 2 minus 1 x is equal to what? 0. So this is the second equation. Okay, this is our first equation and this is our second equation. Okay, so we just found out the two equations. Now what is the procedure? Next procedure, how to find the joint equation. So we have already seen this. Okay, how to find joint equation? We just simply multiply these two, 1 and 2. We will take the product of first equation and second equation. So y minus 1 plus root 2 x into y minus root 2 minus 1 x is equal to what? 0. See, in last example also we have done, okay, here we have done the similar procedure. Okay, so we will use that procedure again here. So now again, so this y into y, what is y into y? So this y into this y, we will multiply these two brackets. Y into y, it is y square, again y into this term, second term, what is it? Minus what? Minus root 2 minus 1 xy. Okay, this y into this second term, first term of first bracket into second term of second bracket. So y into root 2 minus 1 x it is. Now again, next step, it is 1 plus root 2 xy. Okay, we multiplied this term and this term. Okay, now this term into this, what is it? 1 plus root 2 what? Plus 1 plus root 2 into root 2 minus 1 into x square. This is our second step. Okay? Is equal to what? Is equal to 0. We will solve on this side of it. Okay. Now we will simplify these steps. Okay. What is it? Okay. Okay. So y square. What is y square? Y square minus c. In this step, xy and xy, they are common, so we can add this. Okay, add these two terms. Okay? We can add these two terms. So what do we get here? In bracket, root 2 minus 1 plus 1 plus root 2 into what? Xy into xy plus what? Plus, we will now multiply these brackets. Okay, we will try to multiply these two brackets. So what is the multiply? What is their multiplication? It is, so first 1 into this root 2, it is 1 root 2, that is root 2 minus this 1 into 1, it is minus 1. Now this root 2 into root 2, it is 2. Root 2 into root 2, it is 2. It is plus 2. So root 2 into minus 1, it is minus root 2. So it is minus root 2 into what? X square. X square will be here again. X square is equal to what? 0. Okay, is equal to 0. So now we will solve these two brackets. Simplify these two brackets. Okay, so y square is equal to what? Y square minus root 2. So here you can see root 2 plus root 2. This minus 1 plus 1, they will get cancelled. So root 2 into root 2 is equal to 2 root 2, 2 root 2 xy. Plus in this bracket, root 2 and root 2 will get cancelled. Okay, so minus 1 plus 2, that is 2 minus 1. It is 2 minus 1, it is what? It is 1 x square. 1 x square is equal to what? 0. So we now simplify this. So y square minus 2 root 2 xy plus x square is equal to what? 0. That is the correct option. Okay, the first one is the correct option. So you can rearrange this. Okay, x square. So if you take this x square to the front side, okay, so x square minus 2 root 2 xy plus y square is equal to what? 0. So that is the correct option. Okay, that is the correct option. That's how you solve for joint equation, for finding the joint equation of pair of straight lines. Okay, you will be given two slopes So using those slopes, you have to find equation of each line. Once you find equation of each line, you have to multiply those two equations, just like we did here, okay, from this step onwards. And the multiplication is what? The multiplication is the joint equation of those pair of straight lines. Okay. Next example. Okay. Similar example here. Just the slopes are changed. What is? We have to find the joint equation of pair of lines having slopes. What is the slope? For first equation, for first line it is in. Yes, sir. So for first line, the equation is slope is m1 is equal to 1 plus root 2. So what we can write? Y is equal to m1x. That is y is equal to what? 1 plus root 2 x, isn't it? Y is equal to what? 1 plus root 2 x. So what is the equation of line? Y minus 1 plus root 2 x is equal to 0. This is equation of first line. Similarly, m2 is equal to m2 is given slope of another line m2 is equal to 1 minus root 2 is given. Okay. So similarly, we can write y is equal to m2x. That is y is equal to what? What is m2? 1 minus root 2 x. That is 1 minus root 2x. So similarly, we can write here y minus 1 minus root 2 x is equal to what? That is equal to 0. This is second equation of line. Okay, so we found out both the equations. Okay, now what we will do for finding the joint equation? Joint equation is what? How do we find that? We already seen that. Okay, how to find? We just multiply both the equations. How do you multiply it? So in first bracket we will keep 1 y minus 1 plus root 2 x, and in second bracket we have y minus 1 minus root 2x is equal to what? 0. Is equal to 0. So now we will multiply the terms in this bracket. Okay, so what will be the multiplication? So first y into y, it is y square. Okay? Y into y, it is y square minus y into this term, it is 1 minus root 2, it is xy. Now this term into this, what is it? 1 plus root 2, 1 plus root 2 into xy. So this minus, this is negative term, this is positive term. So we will write here minus. So 1 plus root 2x into y is equal to 1 plus root 2xy. Now the last term, what is it? So this term, second term into this second term. So minus minus, it is plus, and it is 1 plus root 2 into 1 minus root 2. It is 1 plus root 2 into 1 minus root 2 into x into x, it is x square. See, the next step, y square minus 6. This xy and this xy, that can be taken out common. Okay, they are common to both the terms. So we write this term, these two terms can be added. Okay, 1 minus root 2, 1 minus root 2 plus 1 plus root 2. 1 minus root 2 plus 1 plus root 2 into what? Into xy. Into xy plus c. What does it look like? It look like basic formula. What that formula is? A square minus b square is equal to what? A plus b, a minus b. A plus b, a minus b. See, in this bracket it is a plus b, in here a minus b. So what is a square minus b square? It is 1 square minus root 2 square. 1 square minus root 2 square into x square is equal to 0. We will solve this. Okay, so it is y square minus, see here, minus root 2 and plus root 2, they will get cancelled. So 1 plus 1, it is 2. It is 2xy plus in bracket. So what is 1 square? It is 1 minus root 2 square, it is 2. X square is equal to 0. So y square minus 2xy. 1 minus 2, it is minus 1. That is minus x square is equal to 0. So do you see this in any of the options? No. Okay. So what we will do? We will multiply the whole equation by minus 1. So what we will get? So minus 1, if you multiply by minus 1, this y square becomes minus of y square. Minus 2xy becomes 2xy. Minus x square becomes plus x square. And 0 will not change because minus 1 into 0 it is still 0. So 0. So we will just now rearrange these terms. X square comes in front, x square plus 2xy minus y square, what is 0. So this is the correct option. Okay, so this here in the second option, x square plus 2xy minus y square is equal to what? 0. So in such way you can solve if the question is asked on joint equation of pair of line. Okay. Such a way you can find out the joint equation. Okay, next example. So here, what is the question? The line 3x minus 2y is equal to 0 coincides with one of the lines given by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. So what is this? This is joint equation of line. Okay, joint equation of line. Okay. So this equation contains two lines. Okay, and one of the line is what how they said it coincides with this line. Okay, one of the line in this equation there will be two lines actually like this. Okay, and one of the line or maybe this line or this one of them is coinciding with this line. Okay, one of them is coincides with the what does coincide mean? They're actually single same lines. Okay, coincides. So what does that mean? So this line and the line that it coincides with, they both have similar slope. Okay, same slope. If this coincides with this line, then both have same slope, or if they coincide with this line, they both have same slope. Okay, slope is same, that is given here. Okay, indirectly given here. Okay, so we will solve it. So what is given now? First we will write this equation that is given. Okay, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to what? 0. So we are given this. Okay, what is auxiliary form? We have to find auxiliary form of equation. Auxiliary form of this equation. Auxiliary form of ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. What is the auxiliary form? It is bm square plus 2hn bm square plus 2hn plus a is equal to what? 0. Okay. This is the auxiliary equation. This is the auxiliary form of the given equation. Now what we have? We also have line, which is line. What is the equation of line? Line is 3x minus 2y is equal to what? 0. See here, m and m is present. Okay, in this equation. So we will try to find the value of m. What is m? M is the slope. So how do we find the slope if the equation of line is given? So what do we do here? Okay. So suppose 3x is equal to minus 2y. If we take it on the right side, it is 2y. 3x is equal to 2y. So we will bring this 2 on the left side. It is 3x divided by 2 is equal to y. What do we do when we have to find the slope of line? We try to take all the terms on the other side of the y. We will keep only y on one side and all the other terms will go on the other side. Okay, so y is equal to something that will be the form to find slope of line. So how do we find now slope of the line? Which is the slope of the line? So coefficient of x. So what is coefficient of x here? It is 3 by 2. Therefore slope is equal to what? Slope, that is m is equal to what? It is 3 by 2. Okay, so 3 by 2 is the slope. Now what we will do? We will substitute this in this. Okay, suppose this is 1. We will substitute what? substitute m is equal to 3 by 2 in 1. Okay, this is called as auxiliary equation. This is standard equation of line. How standard equation is given? It is given as ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Two more terms are there. But here what is given? X square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. We will take it as it is. Okay. So this is the auxiliary equation. Bn square plus 2hn plus a is equal to 0. Okay. So now we will put value of m in this auxiliary equation. So what do we get now? B. What is m square? What is m square? M is equal to 3 by 2. So it is 3 by 2 square plus 2hn. 2h into what is m? It is again 3 by 2. 2h 3 by 2 plus a. Plus a is equal to 0. So, so b 3 by 2 square, it is 9 divided by 4 plus 2. This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. What is remain? 3h plus a is equal to 0. Okay, is equal to what? 0. So now we multiply. So here you see 4 in the denominator. So we will multiply whole equation by 4. So what do we get here? 9b is equal to 4. What is 4 into 2? It is 8h plus 4a is equal to 0. So if you see these terms in the option, that will be the correct option. So it is 9b plus 9b. So here it is plus 9b. So 8h plus 8h. Sorry, something is wrong here. Okay. Okay. What is wrong here? Okay. You see, it was 3 here. So what is 4 into 3? It is 12. So we will not get 8 here. What is here? What is the correct value here? It is 12h. What is it? It's 12h. 9b plus 12h plus 4a. So we can write it as 4a plus 12h plus 9b is equal to 0. So first option is the correct option. Okay. So let us see next example. Next example. The sum of the slopes of the lines represented by an equation of pair of lines is given here. Okay, and we have to find the sum of the slopes. We have to find the sum of the slopes. What is sum of the slopes? You must have learned this in 12th standard. What is it? M1 plus M2. What is M1 plus M2? It is minus 2h divided by what? B. So this is standard equation of finding. And also in this example it is not required, but what is M product of slopes? It is M1 into M2. What is M1 into M2? M1 into M2 is A divided by B. Okay, it is not required in this example, but I am giving. So what is the equation that we will use? This M1 plus M2 is equal to minus 2h upon B. So first we will write the given equation. What is it? 5x square plus 2xy minus 3y square is equal to 0. Now we will compare it with the standard equation. Comparing with what? ax square plus 2hxy plus by square. So this is the standard form of equation. Okay, standard form of equation of pair of lines. Okay, so ax square. So if you see properly, this is what is a? A is equal to what? 5. A is equal to 5. What is 2h? 2h is equal to 2. 2h is equal to 2. That means h is equal to what? 2 by 2. It is 1. And what is b? So b. So coefficient of y square is b. It means b is equal to what? Minus 3. It is minus 3. So this is our h. This is the value of b, and this is the value of a. So what is asked in this example? Sum of the slopes is asked. So we will write sum of the slopes. What is sum of the slopes? According to the formula, Sum of the slopes means m1 plus m2 is equal to what? Minus 2h upon b. Minus 2h upon b. Therefore, minus, what is 2h? You can use directly this value, okay? Minus 2h is equal to minus 2 divided by b. What is the value of b? It is minus 3. So minus 2 divided by minus 3, it is 2 by 3. Minus 2 divided by minus 3, it is 2 divided by 3. So fourth option, okay? You must remember these two formulas. So first formula is sum of the product, sum of the slopes. Okay, sum of the slopes, it is m1 plus m2 is equal to minus 2h upon b. And second formula is product of the slopes. It is a upon b. And this is the standard form of the equation. Which one? This part is the standard form. It will help you to calculate the values of a, b, and h. Okay. Next example. So see what is given in the example. If the sum of the slopes of the lines represented by x square plus kxy plus y square is equal to is 4 times their product. What is given? Sum is 4 times the product. What does it mean? It means sum is equal to 4 times product. 4 into product. Okay. 4 times the product. So what mathematically we can write it as m1 plus m2 is equal to what? 4m1 m2. Okay, this is what given in the example. Okay, so we will use it to solve this equation. Okay, now okay, what is given also? X square plus kxy plus y square is equal to what? 0. Now we will compare with what? Compare with what is the standard equation? It is ax square plus 2hxy 2hxy plus by square is equal to what? 0. So this comparison gives us what? A is equal to 1 plus a is equal to 1. It gives a is equal to 1. Then 2h is equal to k. 2h is equal to k. That means h is equal to what? K by 2. And what is the value of b according to the comparison? It is 1. Okay, so a is equal to 1, h is equal to k by 2, or 2h is equal to k. Whichever the better option, we will use that. Okay, b is equal to 1. Now m1 plus m2. What is m1 plus m2? m1 plus m2, we have seen this in previous example. What is the formula for m1 plus m2? It is minus 2h divided by b. Okay, we have seen this here. Okay, see this m1 plus m2 is equal to minus 2h upon b, and m1 m2 is equal to a divided by b. So m1 plus m2 is equal to minus 2h upon b is equal to what? And we will substitute the value. So minus, what is the value of 2h here? It's k. So minus k divided by b. B is equal to 1, that is minus k. So m1 plus m2 is equal to minus k. And what is m1 m2? m1 m2, the product. How do we write the product? It is a divided by b. So now we substitute the values of a and b. The value of a is equal to 1, and the value of b is also 1. So 1 divided by 1, it is 1. Okay, so now we just found out the values of m1 plus m2, that is sum of the slopes, and m1 m2, that is product of the slopes. Okay, but what is given condition here? See here, we have written that given condition here. Okay, what is it? Sum is equal to 4 into product, that is given in the example. Okay, what? See, sum of the slopes is 4 times their product, that is given in the example. So sum, what is sum here? It is minus k. We will write it here. Minus k is equal to 4 into product. What is product here? 1 it is. Okay. So minus k is equal to what? Minus k is equal to 4. That means k is equal to minus 4. Okay. K is equal to minus 4. So fourth option. Okay. Fourth option is the correct option. That is the way to find the product or sum of the slopes. That means you have to use sum and product, those two formulas, to find if any missing term. What was the missing term here? It was k. K was not given, so we found it out. Okay. Next example. Sum of what is given in this example? If sum of the slopes of the line given by x square minus 4p xy plus 8y square is equal to 0 is 3 times their product. So similar example. So what is given in this example? Sum is what? 3 times their product means 3 into product. Okay. 3 into product. Sum is equal to 3 into product. That in mathematical language we can write m1 plus m2 is equal to 3 m1 m2. We will proceed with similar procedure like we did in last example. Okay, and we will find the value of p here. So now we will write the equation again: x square minus 4pxy plus 8y square is equal to 0. Now we will comparing with what? Comparing with ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Okay, we will compare it with standard equation ax square plus 2hxy plus by is equal to 0. Therefore, a is equal to what? A is equal to 1. What is 2h? 2h is equal to minus 4p. Okay, 2h is equal to, what is 2h? The coefficient of xy. So 2h is equal to minus 4p. And b is equal to what? B is equal to 8. B is equal to 8. So now we will find the sum of the slopes. That is m1 plus m2. What is m1 plus m2? The formula for m1 plus m2 it is minus 2h divided by b. Minus 2h divided by b. That is minus. What is the value of 2h? It is minus 4p. So we will substitute that value here. Minus of minus 4p divided by b. What is the value of b? It is 8. So minus minus 4p, it becomes 4p divided by 8. So 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. So p by 2, it is p divided by 2. So sum is p divided by 2. Also, we will now find product of slopes. So m1 into m2. What is m1 into m2? It is a divided by b. That is equal to a. What is the value of a? It is 1. What is the value of b? It is 8. So 1 by 8. Sum of the slopes is p by 2 and product is 1 by 8. But what is given? What is given in the example? Given that sum is 3 times the product. Sum is 3 times the product. So what is sum? It is p by 2. That is sum. Okay. Sum is p by 2 is equal to 3 into product. 3 into product. What is product? Product is 1 by 8. Product is 1 by 8. So therefore p is equal to what? If you take these two on the right hand side, it will be multiplied. So 3 into 2 divided by 8. 3 into 2 divided by 8. So 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. So that is 3 by 4. So this is the correct option. Okay, 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is the correct option. Okay. So that is how to find the value of p. Any value that is not given here. Okay, if the coefficient of x square is not given, you can find out using the same procedure. Okay. Also, if the coefficient of y is not given, then you can find out the value of that coefficient with similar method. Okay, you just have to know these two values, this sum and product. These two values you have to know. Okay. Next example now. What is given in the example? The line x minus 2y is equal to 0 is perpendicular to one of the lines given by x square plus 2hxy plus by square. Similar example. We have solved similar example before, but that time it was said that the line was coincident. Coincident. That means they had same slope, but it is here what is said here perpendicular. So this equation, that means there are two lines, intersecting lines, and this line, the first line given here, x minus 2y, it is perpendicular to one of these lines. Okay, perpendicular to one of these lines. One of these lines. So first you have to know that suppose m m suppose slope of some one line, any line is 3. What is the slope of the line perpendicular to it? So this is m1. Suppose m1. So suppose the slope of some line is 3, then how do you find the slope of line which is perpendicular to that line? How do you find it? So line perpendicular to it, line perpendicular to it is the slope is m is equal to, so 3. We have to take the reciprocal of 3. It is 1 by 3 and the negative. Okay, minus 1 by 3. 1 by 3. It is if the slope is 4, then the slope of line perpendicular to it is minus 1 by 4. If the slope is 1 by 3, then what is the slope of perpendicular line? It is reciprocal of 1 by 3, it is 3 and minus 3. Okay, that is the way to find the slope of perpendicular line that we will use in this equation. Okay, in solving this example. Okay, now again, in the last time we solved such example, what we used, we wrote the auxiliary form of the equation. So what is auxiliary form? Auxiliary form of auxiliary form of ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 is what? How do we write the auxiliary form? We write it as bm square plus 2hm plus a is equal to 0. So this is the auxiliary form of this equation. Now we will find what is the variable here, m. So we will try to find the value of m and we will substitute that value in this equation. Suppose we call it as 1, equation number 1. So what is equation given? Given equation is x minus 2y is equal to what? 0. That is what? X is equal to 2y, isn't it? X is equal to 2y. That means x, if we take this 2 on the left hand side, it becomes 1 by 2 x is equal to y. So in on the right hand side, we have simply y, only one variable y, and what we have on the left hand side, it is half of x. So how do we find the slope of this line? The coefficient of x is called as slope. Okay, so what is slope here? M is equal to what? It is 1 by 2. M is equal to 1 by 2. See, this is easy. Okay, whatever the coefficient of x is, it is slope of that line. Okay, now we will put this value. Okay, substitute this value. M is equal to what? 1 by 2 in 1. Okay, so b into what? M square, that is half square plus 2h into m. What is m? It is 1 by 2 plus a is equal to 0. So now b, what is half square? It is 1 by 4 plus 2h. So this 2 and this 2, they will get cancelled. What is remain? Just h plus a is equal to 0. This is simple. Sorry, there is a mistake here. Okay, sorry, this was all wrong. Okay, we can. Okay, so what we found out here? We found out that the value of slope is, what is slope? It is 1 by 2. But what is said here in this equation? The line is perpendicular. Okay, the line is perpendicular. So m dash, suppose the slope of perpendicular line is m dash. What is m dash? So 1 by 2. So we have to take reciprocal of this first. So what is the reciprocal of 1 by 2? It is 2 by 1, or we can simply write it as 2, and we have to multiply it by minus 1, or simply write minus. So minus of 2. Okay, so 1 by 2, first we will take the reciprocal, it is 2 by 1, so that is 2, and then minus sign, so minus 2. So that is our slope. Okay, that is our slope. Okay, minus 2 is the slope. If instead of this perpendicular you are said line coincides or line is parallel, then you will directly use this value. Okay, if you are said to use line perpendicular, then you have to do this procedure. Okay, 1 by 2, take reciprocal and then put negative sign beside it. Okay, so m is equal to -2. That is the value we have to substitute in auxiliary equation. So what do we get now? Bm square. What is m? -2 square plus 2h m. What is m? It is -2 again plus a is equal to 0. So -2 square it is 4. 4b plus 2h minus 2 it is, so 4b square minus 4h plus a is equal to what? 0. So my if this minus 4h we take on the right side, what is remaining here? 4b plus a is equal to 4h. Okay, 4b plus a is equal to 4h. So which one is the correct option? 4b plus a, or you can write a plus 4b. A plus 4b is equal to 4h. So this is a plus 4b is equal to 4h. A plus 4b is equal to 4h is the correct option. Okay. So remember this. Again I will say, if you are asked to find for parallel line or line that coincides, you will directly use this value m is equal to whatever that uh, value be. You will directly put it in this auxiliary equation. But if you are asked to find out the value for perpendicular line, you will do this process. Okay, take reciprocal and then negative of it. Okay. Next example. So here, the difference between the slopes. So we have already solved the examples on sum of the slopes. Now it is difference between the slopes. Difference between the slopes of line represented by 6x square minus 5xy plus y square is equal to 0 is what? So what is asked here? Difference between the slopes. That is, we have to find m1 minus m2 is to be found here. Okay, m1 minus m2 is to be found. So first we will write the equation here: 6x square minus 5xy plus y square is equal to what? 0. What is the standard equation of line? It is ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Now we will compare with this equation. Okay, so what is the coefficient of x square here? Is 6. So value of a is equal to what? 6. Now the coefficient of xy here is 2h is equal to what? It is 5 minus 5, and the coefficient of y square is b, and the here coefficient of y square it is 1. So b is equal to what? B is equal to 1. So a is equal to 6, 2h is equal to minus 5, and b is equal to 1. So now we have already seen in previous two examples what is the value of m1 plus m2. What is m1 plus m2? It is minus 2h divided by b. It is minus 2h divided by b. So what is minus 2h? It is minus of minus 5 divided by b. What is the value of b? It is 1. So minus of minus 5 divided by 1, it is 5. Okay. And m1 into m2. What is m1 into m2? m1 into m2, that is product of the slopes. Okay. m1 m2 is equal to a divided by b. What is a divided by b? It is value of a is 6, and what is the value of b? It is 1, that is 6. Okay, so we just found out the value of m1 plus m2 and m1 into m2, that is sum of the slopes and product of the slopes. So there is a formula for this. Okay, now formula is like this: m1 minus m2 square is equal to m1 plus m2 square minus 4 m1 m2. You must have seen this in this format. Okay, what? A minus b bracket square is equal to what? A plus b bracket square minus 4ab. You might have seen this formula in such alphabets. Okay, we have to convert this in m1 and m2. So, okay, now this is what m1 minus m2 means the difference between the slopes. This m1 plus m2, that means sum of the slopes. So what is the value of sum of the slopes? It is 5. So 5 square minus 4 into what is m1 into m2? It is product, which is 6 here. So 4 into 6. So what is 5 square? It is 25 minus 4 into 6. It is 24. So 25 minus 24 is equal to 1. That is m1 minus m2 square is equal to 1. So if we take square root on both sides, so m1 minus m2 is equal to what? Root of 1, that is 1. So m1 minus m2 is equal to 1. Okay, that is the correct option, the first option. Okay, the formula that you have to remember is this: a minus b bracket square plus a plus b bracket square minus 4ab. Okay, this is, if you expand these two terms, this and this, you will find that both left hand side and right hand side are equal. Okay, next example now. What is given in the example? If slopes of lines represented by kx square minus 4xy plus y square is equal to y square is equal to 0 differ by 2. So what is given here? So in last example, we were asked to find the difference of slopes. Okay, in this example, we are given what the difference is. Okay, m1 minus m2 is equal to what? 2. It is given here. Differ by 2 means their subtraction is 2. That is, their difference is given here. Okay, already. So now what is the equation? Kx square minus 4xy plus y square is equal to what? 0. Okay. Now we will compare it with standard equation. Compare with what? Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Okay. So this is the coefficient of x square and x square. So a is equal to what? K. Again, here coefficient of xy is 2h. So 2h is equal to what? Minus 4. And b is equal to 1. The coefficient of y square, it is 1 in this equation. Okay, so a is equal to k, 2h is equal to minus 4, and b is equal to 1. So now we will write m1 plus m2. That is sum of the slopes. What is the sum of the slopes? What is the standard equation of sum of the slopes? It is minus 2h divided by b is equal to minus of minus 4 divided by b. So what is the value of 2h? It was minus 4. So minus of minus 4 divided by b. Sorry. So what is the value of b? It is 1. Minus of minus 4 divided by 1. It is minus minus 4. It is 4. 4 divided by 1. It is 4. Okay. So now m1 into m2. m1 into m2. What is m1 into m2? It is a divided by b. That is, what is value of a? It is k. And what is value of b? It is 1. So that is k. So what is sum of the slopes? It is 4. And what is product of the slopes? It is k. So we will again use the formula that we used in last example here. Okay, this formula: a plus b bracket, a minus b bracket square is equal to a plus b bracket square minus 4ab. This is the formula that we will use to solve this. Okay. So I will write the formula again here: m1 minus m2 square is equal to m1 plus m2 square minus 4 m1 m2. Okay. So what is m1 minus m2? It is given in the example. So what is said in the example? If slopes of lines are, they differ by 2. They differ by 2. What does it mean? The difference between them is 2. That is, their subtraction is 2. That is, m1 minus m2 is equal to 2. So here we will put 2 square is equal to what is m1 plus m2 square? m1 plus m2 square. What is the value of m1 plus m2? It is 4. 4 square minus 4 m1 into m2. What is m1 into m2? It is k. 4k. So what is 2 square? It is 4. So 4 square, it is 16 minus 4k. So we will take this minus 4k on the left side, it becomes 4k is equal to, if we take this 4 on the left right hand side, it is 16 minus 4. Okay, 16 minus 4. So 4k is equal to 12. That means k is equal to 12 divided by 4. That is, k is equal to what? value of k is equal to 3. Value of k is equal to 3. So this is the correct value. Okay. So last example, you were asked to find the difference, and in the current example, you were given the difference. Okay. But you have to use similar formula. This formula you should remember here. It will help you to solve such examples. Next example. The angle between the pair of straight lines 2x square minus 6xy plus y square is equal to 0 is tan inverse. So what is given? A pair of lines are given here. So what is the equation of pair of lines? It is 2x square minus 6xy plus y square is equal to 0. And we have to find the value of p. Okay. So see, we will compare this first with standard equation. Okay, comparing with standard equation. Comparing with standard equation. What is the standard equation? It is given by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. So what is the value of a here? If you compare this, value of a is equal to 2. So 2h is equal to minus 6. This 2h is equal to minus 6. And b is equal to what? B is equal to 1. So also you can write here h is equal to minus 6 by 2 is equal to minus 3 if it is useful. Okay. Now see what is given here, tan inverse of p. The angle between the pair of straight lines is tan inverse of t. So, but we know the formula. Okay. What is tan inverse of t? What is tan? Sorry. So how do we write the angle between pair of straight lines? It is tan of theta is equal to what? Is equal to 2 into bracket h square minus ab divided by a plus b. H tan theta is equal to 2 into root h square minus ab upon a plus b. This is the standard formula for finding the angle between pair of straight lines. That is tan theta is equal to mod of 2 into root h square minus ab upon a plus b. So we'll substitute the values that we found out. 2 into root, what is value of h? It is minus 3. So minus 3 square minus ab. What is a? It is 2. What is b? It is 1. It is divided by a plus b. That is, what is value of a? It is 2 plus b is 1. Okay. Next step. So 2 into root. What is h square? Minus 3 square, it is 9. Minus 2 into 1, it is 2. Divided by 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Which is equal to 2 into root 7. 9 minus 2 is equal to 7 divided by 3. So that is 2 root 7 divided by 3. This is mod sign. When it is used, I will give you one example. It is, so mod of minus 3 is equal to 3 and mod of 3 is equal to also 3. So if you have a negative number inside the mod, it becomes positive. Okay, so this was already a positive number, so we can directly write it as 2 root 7 divided by 3. So this is the correct option. Okay, this is the correct option. 2 root 7 divided by 3. So tan theta or you may say tan p. Tan p is equal to what? 2 root 7 divided by 3 pi. So that was the correct value. Okay. Now next example. Okay. The angle between lines equation of line is given in a different format now. Okay. X minus 2 divided by 2 is equal to y minus 3 divided by minus 2 is equal to z minus 5 divided by 1, and the equation of other line is x minus 2 divided by 1, y minus 3 divided by 2, and z minus 5 divided by 2. What is the standard equation here? I will write the standard equation here under these equations. Okay, x minus, it is given as x minus x1 divided by what? A1. X minus x1 divided by A1 is equal to y minus y1 divided by B1 is equal to z minus z1 divided by C1. Okay, and for second equation I will write the standard form also here. It is x minus x2 divided by A2 is equal to y minus y2 divided by B2 plus z minus z2 divided by C2. Okay, z minus z2 divided by C2. This is the standard form. We just have to compare this and we will find the values of x1, y1, z1, a1, b1, c1, and similar values in this equation as well. Now what we have to find is angle. Okay. So in previous example also we see how to find one angle. Okay. If the pair of lines, if the equation is given in this form, then we learn how to find the theta, okay, angle between them. That is this equation. Now in this example, finding angle is a bit different here. We will use now here cos of theta. Okay, cos of theta. This is another way to find the angle between these two pair of lines. Okay, it is a1 a2. This is the standard formula: a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 divided by root a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square into bracket a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. Okay, now we will put values of a1 a2 b1 b2 c1 c2 in this equation. Okay, what is the value of a1 here? Okay, if we compare the standard equation with the given equation, we will get all the values here. I will write those values here. Okay, what is the value? It is a1 is equal to what? 2, b1 is equal to minus 2, and c1 is equal to 1, and a2 is equal to 1, b2 is equal to 2, and c2 is equal to also 2. So if we compare this, okay, this a1 is equal to 2, b1 is equal to minus 2, c1 is equal to 1. Then similarly you can find a2 is equal to 1, b2 is equal to 2, c2 is equal to 2. Now we will substitute these values in this equation. So a1 into a2, what is a1 into a2? 2 into 1 first, 2 into 1 plus minus 2 into 2. So what is value of b1? It is minus 2, and value of b2 it is 2, plus c1. What is value of c1? It is 1. Value of c2 is 2 divided by root a1 square. What is a1 square? It is 4, plus b1 square, it is again 4, plus c1 square, here it is c1 square 1 into second bracket a2 square. What is a2 square? It is 1 square 1 plus b2 square 2 square, it is 4, plus c2 square, it is 4 again. So what is the next step here? Cos of theta is equal to 2 into 1, it is 2, plus 2 2 into 1 it is 2, then minus 2 into 2 it is minus 4, plus 2 into 1 it is 2, divided by root 4 plus 4 plus 1 it is root 9 into root of 9. So what is next step? 2, this is again 2 plus 2 it is 4, 4 minus 4 it is 0, 0 divided by anything it is still a 0. So we get cos of theta is equal to what? 0. Cos of theta 0. So when the value of cosine is 0 it is at, that means theta is equal to what? Cos inverse 0. So when do you see the value of cos 0? It is at theta is equal to pi by 2, that is 90 degree. If you have studied the trigonometric table, then you must have learned that cos of 90 degree is equal to what? It is 0. So 90, pi by 2 it is 90. So pi is equal to 180 degree. So 180 divided by 2, 90. So theta is equal to pi by 2. So see here, pi by 2 is not given. What is given? 90 degree. That is pi by 2. What is pi by 2 means? 90 degree. Okay. Okay, now next example. Similar example is given, okay, here also. X divided by 3 is equal to y divided by 4 is equal to, it is actually z divided by 1. Okay, z divided by 1. So similarly we can now, like just like previous example, we can find out the values of a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 and c2. So what is value of a1 here? A1 is equal to 3. So this value is a1. So value of b1 is equal to what? It is 4, and c1 is equal to 1. So nothing is given here. Okay, so what is the denominator? It should be 1. Okay, now again, what is a2? A2 is equal to this term. Okay, this is a2, it is k. In b2 is equal to 3, and c2 is equal to what? K minus 1. b2 is equal to 3 and c2 is equal to k minus 1. And what is given in the example? If the line, some line is given, is perpendicular to the other line. Okay? Two lines are given and those two lines are perpendicular to each other. What do we get when the lines are perpendicular? As the lines are perpendicular, we can write a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 is equal to what? 0 is equal to 0. a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 is equal to 0. If the lines are perpendicular, we can write this. Okay, now we will substitute the values, all the values in this equation. Okay, what do we get now? A1 a2, that is a1 is equal to 3. What is the value of a2? It is k. Plus b1, what is the value of b1? It is 4. b2 3 plus c1 is equal to 1 1, and c2 is equal to k minus 1 is equal to 0. So 3 into k it is 3k, plus 4 into 3 it is 12, plus k minus 1. K minus 1 is equal to 0. So 1 into k minus 1 it is still k minus 1. So 3k. So 3k plus k it is 4k. So 12 minus 1 it is 11 is equal to 0. 12 minus 1 it is 11. 4k plus 11 is equal to 0. So 4k is equal to minus 11. That is k is equal to what? Minus 11 divided by 4. K is equal to minus 11 by 4. That is value. So fourth option. Okay. Fourth option is the correct option. Okay. So you should remember this. If the lines are perpendicular, you can write this. Okay, a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 is equal to what? 0. That value is 0. Also, if you are asked to find the value of angle between two lines, you have to use this formula. Cos theta is equal to this formula that is given here. Okay. Now next example. The acute angle between the curve x is equal to 2y square and y is equal to 2x square at half half is what? That is asked. Okay, we have to find the acute angle between the curve. So these two are curves. Okay, curves. Suppose these two are curves. So how do we find the angle? We will first find the tangents. Okay, suppose tangents, and the angle between these tangents will be the angle that is required here. Okay, the angle that we are asked to find. Okay, this acute angle. So first we will what we will do? First we will differentiate it. X is equal to 2y square. We will first differentiate with respect to x. Okay, differentiate with respect to x. So different x, if x is differentiated, it is 1 is equal to 2y square. It is this 2 into 2, it is 4y into derivative of y, it is dy by dx. So which implies that what is dy by dx? Dy by dx is equal to 1 upon 4y. If you take this 4y on the other side, it is 1 upon 4y. Similarly, we can write y is equal to 2x square. This is the equation that is given. So if we differentiate with respect to x, what is the derivative there? So derivative of y, it is dy by dx is equal to 2x square. This 2 into 2, it is 4x. So now we will, at which point we have to differentiate them? At 1 divided by 2 into 1 divided by 2. Okay. So we dy by dx at 1 by 2, 1 by 2 is equal to what? 1 upon 4 into y. Value of what is? This value is value of x and this one is value of y. So we'll substitute the value of y in the equation. So 4 into y. What is value of y? It is 1 by 2. So 2 ones are this. 2 to the 4. So 1 by 2. So what do we get here? We get 1 by 2 dy by dx at half half. Now dy by dx. Similarly, we find out the value for this equation as well. It's half half is equal to 4 into, now what is value of x? This one is x, this is y. So what is value of x? It is half. 4 into half, it is 2. So here we found out half and this is 2. So this is m1 and this is m2. So slope, okay, this is slope. This is slope of first line, this is slope of second line. These two lines are, these two curves are given actually. So this is slope for first curve and this is the slope for second, that is 2 and half. So angle of intersection, acute angle between them. How do we write the acute angle between them? It is, we have already seen this, tan theta is equal to what? m1 minus m2, m1 minus m2 divided by 1 plus m1 into 1 plus m1 m2. This formula you must have learned in 12th standard. Okay, m1 minus m2 is equal to, is divided by 1 plus m1 m2. That is, so what is m1? It is half minus m2 is equal to 2 divided by 1 plus m1 into m2. m1 it is 1 by 2 and m2 it is 2. Now we will solve this. So half minus half, it is what? It is 3 by 2. Okay, 2 into 2 it is 4. So 1 minus 4 it is minus 3 divided by 2 and 1 plus this 2, they will get cancelled. So 1 plus 1 it is 2. So what we will get? That is minus 3 by 2 into 1 by 2. That is minus 3 by 4. As I already told you, any negative value inside the modulus, it becomes positive. So minus 3 by 4 will be 3 divided by 4. Okay, 3 divided by 4. So what do we get? We get tan of theta is equal to 3 by 4. Okay, tan of theta is equal to 3 by 4. That is, theta is equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. So that is the correct option. Okay, this is the correct option. Okay, next example. Okay, next example. The point of intersection of lines given by the equation. The equation of a pair of lines is given. What is the equation here? 2x square plus 4xy minus 2y square plus 4x plus 8y plus 1 is equal to 0. Now we will compare it with comparing with what is the standard equation? It is given as ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to what? 0. So this is the standard equation. I will compare this with the given equation here. So what is a? A is 2. A is equal to what? A is equal to 2. What is 2h? The coefficient of xy, that is 2h is equal to 2h is equal to 4. Now what is value of b? It is minus 2. b is equal to what? It is minus 2. Now 2gx, that is the coefficient of x. So 2g is equal to 4. 2g is equal to what? 4. Now y. This is y here. So 2f is equal to what? Coefficient of y is equal to f is equal to what? It is 8. And c is equal to 1. Okay. These are the values that we got after comparing with standard equation. Okay. So also we can write this g is equal to what? 4 by 2 it is 2 and f is equal to 8 by 2 it is 4. You can write them as a point of intersection of lines is given the you have learned this. Okay, point of intersection of lines is given by what? How do you write this? It is given by, see there is a big formula for this, hf minus bg divided by ab minus h square, ab minus h square, and second is gh minus af divided by ab minus h square. So denominator is same for both the coordinates. Okay, this is a point actually. Okay, see this. This is order pair. Order pair. This x coordinate. This is y coordinate. The x coordinate is hf minus bg divided by ab minus h square, and y coordinate is gh minus af divided by ab minus h square. Now we have to substitute all the values that we got after comparing in this equation in this coordinate. Okay. So what do we get? H into f. What is h into f? See here. H is, so again we can write h here, 2. H into f, it is 2 into 4, it is what? 8. Minus b into g. What is b into g? B into g. 2 into 2, it is minus 4. Minus 4. We will write minus 4. Divided by ab minus h square. What is ab? 2 into minus 2, it is minus 4. Minus h square minus h square. What is h? 2. So h square is 4. 2 square is equal to minus 4. Now gh. What is the g into h? It is 2 into 2. It is 4 minus a. af. What is value of a into f? 2 into is value of f is equal to 4. So 4 into 2 it is 8. So ab. A into b. What is a into b? Similarly we can add here same for same number, minus 4 minus 4. 4 minus 8 divided by minus 4 minus 4. So after solving this, 8 minus 4 it is 4 divided by minus 8. H, sorry, here something is wrong here. What is b into g? B into g it is 8 plus 4. Something is wrong here. Okay, something is wrong here. 8 minus 4. H into f it is h into f, 4 into 4 16. It is 16, not 8. Sorry. Okay, here So what is it was 16 here, okay? 4 into 4 it is 16. 16 minus 4 it is 12. So 16 minus 4 it is 12. 12 divided by minus 8, and 4 minus 8 it is minus 4 divided by minus 8. What is the next step? So 4 to the 8, 4 to the 12. So 3 divided by 2, minus 3 divided by 2, and minus 4, 4 1 is 4, 4 to the 8. Minus minus get cancel it, what remains? 1 by 2. So minus 3 by 2 and 1 by 2. This is the coordinate that we require. So second option is the correct option. Okay, this is the way to find out the intersection of points if the equation of line is given to you. Okay, okay, next example. If the slope of one of the lines given by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0, is 2 times the other. So what is given here? M1 is equal to what? One of the lines. Slope of one of the lines is 2 times the other. See, M1 is equal to what? 2m2. This is given here. Okay, we will use this and try to solve this for equation. Okay, so now what is given in the equation? Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. So what is sum of slopes? Sum of slopes, as we have already used this, what is sum of slopes? It is m1 plus m2 is equal to minus 2h upon b. Okay, minus 2h upon b. Minus 2h upon b. Okay. And m1 into m2, m1 into m2, it is a divided by b. A divided by b. What is the condition? According to the condition, what is condition here? M1 is equal to 2m2. Okay, M1 is equal to what? 2m2. It is given in the example. Okay, what is given? Slope of one of the lines is 2 times the other. Okay, the slope of one of the lines is 2 times the other. That is M1 is equal to 2m2. M1 is equal to 2m2. So we will substitute this value in these two equations. Okay. So what do we get? So m1 plus m2 is equal to minus 2h upon b. That is equal to what? Instead of m1 we will use 2m2. So it means m1 by 2m2. Therefore we get 2m2 plus m2 is equal to minus 2h upon b. That is what? 3m2. 3m2 is equal to minus 2h upon b. 3m2 is equal to minus 2h upon b. That is m2 is equal to what? Minus 2 upon 3 h upon b. Minus 2h upon 3b. Similarly, we can use this for m1 into m2. What is m1 into m2? m1 into m2 is equal to a divided by b. So instead replace m1 by 2m2. So 2m2 into m2 is equal to a by b. So 2m2 square is equal to a by b. That is m2 square is equal to a divided by 2b. m2 square is equal to a divided by 2b. But what is m2? So we have found it here. Okay, m2 is equal to minus. So we will substitute it here. Okay, so minus 2h divided by 3b square is equal to a divided by 2b. What is the square of minus 2h? It is 4h square. What is the square of 3b? It is 9b square. Okay, 4h square divided by 9b square is equal to a divided by 2b. Now we will try to simplify this. How do we simplify this? Right, 4h square. 4h square is equal to a divided by 2b. We will take this 9b square on the right hand side. So 9b square. So this b and this square they get cancelled. So here b square, that is b into b, 1b will get cancelled. So remain 1b. So we get 4h square is equal to What is remaining there? 9 upon 2 AB. 9 divided by 2 AB. This 9 divided by 2 into AB. 9 divided by 2 AB. So this we will multiply this equation by 2, okay, on both the sides. So it becomes 8h square is equal to 9AB. 8h square is equal to 9AB. So this is the correct option here, okay. So 8h square is equal to 9AB. Okay. We will take one more example and then we will conclude the lecture. Next example. 9x square plus hxy plus y square is equal to 0. They represent pair of parallel straight lines. These are straight lines and both of them are parallel to each other. So now we will compare it with standard equation. Compare with what is standard equation? Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square. Okay. Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. This is the standard equation. We have already used this, just different symbols are used here. Okay, capital A, capital B, and capital H are used. Same equation, but so A is equal to what here? It is 9. B is equal to 1, or you can write H first. Okay, A is equal to what? 9. 2H is equal to H, small h, and B is equal to 1. What does it suggest? H is equal to H by 2. Now what it says? The lines are parallel. The lines are parallel. Okay. We have solved a similar example for perpendicular lines. Okay, when the lines were perpendicular, we solved such similar example. Now the lines are parallel. So when the lines are parallel, we can write h square is equal to what? AB. H square is equal to B. AB. For perpendicular lines, it is A1 plus A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 is equal to 0. That was for perpendicular lines, and for parallel lines, it is h square is equal to AB. What is h square here? H by 2 square. Value of h is h by 2, small h by 2 square into a. What is value of a? It is 9. Value of b is equal to 1. So h square divided by 4 is equal to 9 into 1, it is 9. So h square is equal to 4 into 9 into 4. That is h square is equal to 36. That is h is equal to, that is root 36. So that is h is equal to plus minus 6. So you have to remember this thing, okay? When the lines are parallel to each other, we can write this h square is equal to AB. And when the lines are perpendicular, you can write A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 is equal to what? 0. These are two different formulas that you can use when the lines are perpendicular or parallel respectively. So correct option is minus 6. Okay.